Oh, that's a terrible way to start. Well, don't worry about it. Hello, everyone, and Merry Christmas. Sorry, I just had some eggs and sausage, so if I'm a little bit phlegmy, don't worry about it. Anyway, I just wanted to make a special video. Kind of just, well, I would say recapping. There's a lot of things I do not remember. This year, like, it flew by, but it was also so long. I'm also playing Katamari. Well, we love Katamari while I'm doing this, so don't worry. It's because I have to get some achievements. I've also been on Game Pass a lot more. I actually found out that this year, I was actually on Xbox more than on Switch. Well, possibly. I was on Xbox for like 1,300 hours, and I was on Switch for just under 1,000. But also, I did play some games. Like, I played through Tears of the Kingdom on my account, and then I played Tears of the because you can only have one save per profile. So I also played a lot of Tears of the Kingdom on other profiles. So I don't know if that counts towards my playtime. If it does, my playtime on the Switch is probably more like, oh god, like 1,500 hours. We don't think about that. But also, one of the games that I played on Xbox on Game Pass was My Time at Sandrock, which is like, a farming sim building game. And that was like 300 hours. So that was like a fourth of the time that I spent playing Xbox was that one game, which is a little shameful, but we all have things that we like. I'm sure there are people who have played a lot more of any number of games than that. But yeah, I'm hoping you guys had a good year. 2024 has been a mixed bag for me, honestly. Like the end of last year was weird, and so it just kind of bled into 2024, and then this year has just kind of flown by, honestly. So I don't know. We played a lot of Mario games. We there's Luigi's Mansion 2. We played God, I don't know why I want to say that we played Mario Wonder. Maybe we did play it. I can't remember if I played it this year or the end of last year. I keep thinking that Mario Wonder came out this year, but it didn't. It came out last year, as you know from the Monday Manifest that I talked about it in. And oh god, jeez, oh yeah, we played the Callisto Protocol, which was a game. It wasn't bad, but it wasn't great. Played Dead Space 3 with Zunder, which was, it was Dead Space 3. Really need to go through Dead Space 1 and 2 again, because those games are great. Dead Space 3, I feel like negates a lot of the greatness that Dead Space 1 and 2 had. And I know there was Extraction and a couple others. Even like the rail shooter. I can't remember which one I think I had it on I don't think it was on Wii. Was it on Wii? I know it was definitely a PlayStation Move type game. Even that was pretty good, but Dead Space 3 just felt too much like just a shooter, just a straight up shooter. And granted, the other Dead Space games, you do shoot, that's your main way of dealing with things, but you also have to worry about ammunition and stuff, and you generally have a lot of stuff you got to worry about. That's not really present in 3, because in 3 you always have thousands of rounds of any given ammunition, which is a little insane to me, to be honest, but it is what it is. Anyway, this isn't to be the Monday Manifest. This is supposed to just be it was a good year. I met some new people on stream. Got some more subscribers on YouTube. Thank you, everybody who's followed and watched shit, whether you're watching for the gaming or the podcasty type things or shorts or whatever else. I'm going to try to lean more into shorts for sure in the coming year. I just gotta get it better at short form content overall. I don't know. I just, it's very easy to just make content that is just like your recorded VODs put onto YouTube, because very minimal cutting or editing, anything. You just put it up and it works. But I know a lot of people like content that's specifically for YouTube because, then it feels like it's a lot more for you, I guess, rather than just something I threw up there. But I do like having my VODs up because it does chronicle all the games that I played recently. And like a lot of my newer games, I tend to play on stream just because I want to, like, oh god, Mario and Luigi Brothership, which isn't completely up on YouTube yet, but that game took me over 70 hours to beat. Granted, probably about 10 to 15 of those hours aren't recorded on stream because it was just me grinding or doing some side quests that seemed a little menial. Yeah, it's been a pretty good year. And then played plenty of multiplayer games with RC and Zunder. Found out that I wasn't a huge fan of Gears 4 and 5, but really like Gears 1 and 2, and we'll see about 3 once I finally play it. Yeah. There's been a lot. Driving for Uber, making money, streaming on the weekends and other times when I can. It's just, it's been a lot going on. But we'll see what the next year brings. I know I'm probably going to move apartments about halfway through the year because I think my lease is up in May. And this place, it's nice. It's just getting too expensive. Every time you renew the lease, it's like, oh, we're going to up it like $50 more. And I'm like, if I can find something like much cheaper, it's not like a whole lot smaller. I mean, I was thinking about getting a studio, but we'll see how it goes. Like the next year, there's definitely going to be some changes and things, but hopefully for the better. And I hope the new year brings lots of good things to everybody else as well. Sorry that this was supposed to be a recap, and it just kind of devolved into me talking about a few games that I played. I've played a lot of things this year, but I can't I can't line them all up just because it all kind of runs together. But once again, Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year to everybody. Thank you all for your support over the past year and all that. We'll try to make even more content next year and see about hitting that that threshold for YouTube Partner or YouTube Partner Lite. I don't know what they call it when you hit 500. I think there's just different tiers of partner, but it's just always YouTube Partner. But we'll get that figured out, and I mean, definitely streams will still happen and all that. I might change the schedule around at some point, depending on how things go into the new year or how I want to do my work schedule. But we'll figure that out when the time comes, and everybody will definitely know because I'll say it in Discord and all the other social medias and all that. So, yeah, that's it. It's been a pretty decent year. I hope everybody else had an okay year too. I know it's always very up and down depending, but we will get through the last of this one and we'll go into 2025 strong and see how that goes. So, until then, you guys have a great rest of your Christmas and your year.